It's actually getting interesting in the game. Talk about a game going on within Super Eagles of Nigeria. Right now in Moscow with the Russian side. I promise you that will be watch a longer commentary on the game as it's going on. And if you're in class already, let's say good evening. Are you ready? Are you ready? We were not able to be in class yesterday with you, but don't you worry about a thing. We catch up today. Don't you worry. And I'll be doing it alone today. I've got my brother here, the regular man. You know him. Bobola. Let them know you're here.
Daniel, you need to start introducing me proper.
Yeah, the Salah.
Yeah, you need to
Salah everywhere.
You need to add some
everywhere full like.
Yeah, you need to add some swag and respect to my
There is
name.
no swag to call Bobola. Yeah. The name didn't come with any swag. It has to be Bobola.
But put a respect on my name. I think
Bobola.
yeah, I've gotten to that certain level where you have to put respect to my name. Yeah, not because of my predictions that are always wrong, but yeah, because
as
of
a
what
Manchester United fan, you shouldn't be even asking for more respect. But being a very good partner, you deserve some respect.
Yeah.
And because you've turned up today with some Salah things.
Yeah, I mean, I've shown you the good side of it.
Guys, how's Salah going over there now? I mean, Salah is a part of sport.
Yeah, it's so nice to be here, Daniel, honestly, to talk about sports. We were not able to talk about it yesterday, but it's good to be back again on air to talk sports extensively. Big ups to everyone that's been listening to us, and they've not touched that down. I mean, because we always check class and we see these people always standing through for us, and it's so nice to be here. Daniel, thank you very much for having me today.
Right. You know, yesterday a lot of action went down yesterday, but before we actually go to that, game going on right now between, of course, the Super Eagles of Nigeria and this Russian side. I mean, looking at the lineup, what we've got, too many, not too many, but I will still say a few new names there. We've got Okoye in goal. We've got Ekong, captain. Ajayi is then at the back with Uche, Onyeka, Zai Samuel. We've got Onyeamechi, Dele Bashiru, Simon, of course, and Nwadike. And Victor Boniface is leading the line.
Yeah.
Still goalless.
Yes, I mean, it's just tired.
Trying to get the game live so we can actually do some watch along, but still looking like, I mean, a friendly game shouldn't be so hard to get. Okay, but as it goes, we give you updates. Let's start from, of course, what's happening at home here. Let's start from the home front. The Super Eagles coach this morning came out to say this particular game is in preparation for the World Cup qualifying and, of course, going forward, preparing the team for the next big tournament. So it's indeed a big deal. I mean, did you agree with him that this game is a big deal?
I mean, playing with Russia, for me, Russia is still one of the top.
I mean, how many names can you actually, how many players do you know in Russia that are still actually at the top there? There's none. Just to be Russia of, I don't know, that Andrea Shabin.
Yeah, there was a time Golovin.
Golovin, all those guys.
He used to play for Russia. There used to be one legendary goalkeeper them. I can't remember his name.
Akinov or something.
Yeah, so... but right now, it seems like, I mean, the names are not familiar.
Not there again. I mean,
maybe just Miranchuk. That's one of the names
I think, and the fact that, the situation currently in Russia is actually not helping the guys. I mean, teams who want to sign player from Russia because they feel like eventually they get into mud. You know, I mean, you have a Russian player on the field playing for you, and you see other guys don't want to play with him because they feel like his country is participating in something that they feel is humanly unfair. But that's not why we're here today, of course. That's, of course, part of what happens when your team is playing a side that is a bit controversial out there. But a lot of things have been going on in the transfer windows. And the class is open, guys. Let me go check before we go further today. I made a promise to class that, just like finals always do, we will always take your comment and take them very seriously. Yeah. So finals is home or not? Yes, we are in class now. And Aaron Yaya is in class. He said, well done. Yes, you're welcome. You are the first in class today. I don't know what happened to the regular class captain. He's not in class today, but of course, Aaron Yaya is representing big time. He's in class already, and we're saying you're welcome. Are you watching the game? Aaron Yaya, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, is currently playing Russia. And that's where all our attention will be going to this evening, as of course we take you around the world of sport. And let's go, Bobola, into the French Open. It's really getting. I think right now the games should be on, and the semifinals of the ladies single, women's single should be on in the French Open. Yesterday, Coco Gauff, I mean, that's what she does best.
Yeah.
She did it. Now she's in the semis now. It wasn't a very hard one for her to crack yesterday.
Yeah. And just for the records, they are right now in the semifinals, and the guys are playing it right now. Arina Sabalenka defeated Igor Swiatek, and I was surprised to see in that game. I thought Swiatek was going to hedge Sabalenka, but
My God,
Sabalenka has shown now that she's at the top, and it was 7-6, 4-6. That's Swiatek taking the second seed, and Sabalenka capping it off the third one, and she defeated her 2-1. And Coco Gauff, just like you said earlier, didn't even waste any time. It was just two sets, 6-1, 6-2. She defeated the French Bosin.
That was world number one.
Yeah, world number one. So right now it's going to be Sabalenka. Coco Gauff.
What number 6 against what number 7?
Exactly. So it's going to be a tough one. And these are two familiar guys when it comes to tennis. I'm not surprised that both of them, maybe just Igor Swiatek that I expected to be in the finals, but it is what it is. And the guys, Carlo Alcaraz defeated Musetti in that one, 2-1.
I mean, that's no brainer.
Yeah, and Yannick Sinner on the other hand, which Djokovic, they're playing currently.
Still on.
It's still on right now.
Sinner still with a upper hand a little bit.
Yeah, should maybe Djokovic win. Going to face Carlo Alcaraz in that one.
Djokovic actually need that one last shot at it.
You seem to be a fan of.
I'm a big fan, and he's the one I'm rooting for. I mean, I know Alcaraz is very ruthless now, young guy and all of that.
Yeah, number one right now. So, well, for me, maybe a Yannick Sinner win.
Oh man, come on! Don't even go. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy you're not with me. So anytime you're not with me, I always get a win. Yeah. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. Oh really? Okay. Let's from there go back to football where we came from, and there's a little bit of Boniface in the news. He's leading the attack. I mean, without Osimhen, without Lookman. I think this is the first time Osimhen is actually, Boniface will actually be getting a very long shot.
Yeah.
In the Super Eagles. Do you think this is his opportunity to prove something?
For Boniface?
Because even his career at the club level is still has a big question mark. No one is he's in the market and no one is talking.
Yeah, honestly, if you ask me who I expected to start in the friendly, I expected Tolu Arokodare, not Victor Boniface. I don't know why they.
But I feel like Victor Boniface actually has not had that kind of opportunity.
He's had opportunities.
I mean, start like this.
Yeah, when was it the qualifiers? Yeah, when Victor James Osimhen wasn't there, it was Boniface that started. So he's had his opportunities, honestly. And right now, Arokodare seems to be that player that just needs a shot, just believe, and maybe he's going to deliver. For Boniface, he has played about 6 to 7 games for the Super Eagles, irrespective, and he's not scored anything. And he's a striker. Cyril Dessers on the other hand has scored 3 goals in just 7 games. So for me, I honestly wanted Arokodare to start the game because the last 2 games, that was in the Uni Cup, he didn't get to start. So why not? Let's just give him a chance right now. For Victor Boniface, we've seen how he can perform with the Nigerian green, white, green jersey. And for me, he has not performed up to par. Let's try somebody else who is currently on form. And that's Tolu Arokodare. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, the coach has his reason for putting this man. That's Victor Boniface right there at the starting lineup. But I like the starting lineup. Not bad. It's just that maybe the likes of Semi Ajayi needs a rest because I've seen him way too long. Frank Oyeka was in the last 2 games. I mean, they should have... the coach should have tried somebody else. Christantos Uche. Love the fact that he's starting right there. Moses Simon. I've seen Moses Simon a couple of times. Maybe they should have taken that edge of starting that man. That's Oluwasegun. Yeah, the man, the Krasnodar striker, the Krasnodar attacker. He should have started the game, not Moses Simon. We've seen too much of these guys, you understand? So that's what I think. But yeah, the squad is a small squad against Russia. When you look at the bench, you just see Sikiri Alumi, Arokodare, Papa Daniel, Benjamin Frederick, Isaac, Ismaila, Ogu, Olusegun, and just Obaseki. I said Obaseki. Obasogi, yeah. That's the goalkeeper, the second goalkeeper. Yeah, so the squad is a small squad. They probably should have added like 5 or 6, but most of them optioned out. So for me, not bad. I'm expecting a win.
But also
from Nigeria.
Maduka back in goal. Do you think he's got a shot?
Maduka needs that shot, and if he wants to get that shot, and if he wants to prove that game, that he can get the number 1 jersey, because we need a lot more of competition. Fine, there's Stanley Nwabali there, but there's still a need for competition at the goalkeeping role, because it's been something that has cost us for a very long time. You understand? Look at the Ghana game, the World Cup incidents and all of it, the AFCON. Was it the 2021? Yeah. So we've had issues when it comes to the goalkeeping line. So having Maduka Okoye fight for the slot, look at what he did with Udinese. It wasn't so bad for Udinese, and getting that shot, for me, it's not bad. And big ups to him. Hopefully he doesn't concede any error. Well, I don't pray that he has or he gets any error, but it's a friendly game. It doesn't matter so much, just to refresh their legs and understand that, okay, in bigger competitions, they can be part of the green, white, green jersey of Nigeria.
All right, of course, we eventually get a chance to actually look at the game, and the game is still going on right now, 23rd minute, and it's still goalless draw. Right now, Nigeria is actually in white, and Russia is in red right now as it stands over there. And Bobola, why we still look at that game with one eye? Yesterday, we saw another classic game. Don't even start.
It was a cracker.
Don't even start.
I'm not going to start.
I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to wait for me to land before you start answering the question.
All right.
I know this is the time for you to...
I'll be humble.
So now, be a sport analyst.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a game.
Yeah.
A cracker.
Yeah.
Your boy, once again, after the game,
came
out laying claim.
Yeah.
Laying claim on the Ballon d'Or.
No, you're not talking about his performance.
I'm talking about the whole thing.
Okay.
First, let's start from the game. How was the game?
Yeah, one of the best games I've seen
in a while.
Yeah, seen in a while when it comes to...
Because I know you would have said that's the best game you've seen in your life, because Jamal scored 2 goals and create one chance.
No. Like, one of the best games I've seen in a while, honestly. And we don't get to see international friendlies, but seeing this one, I watched the game from number 1 to the 95th minute.
It was intense.
It was intense, and that's how big games should be like, you understand, scoring goals and fighting back to score goals. Yeah. One of the best games so far, just like I said.
Was that a good game for Spain yesterday?
Yeah, very good game.
I mean, from 4 goals down.
Yeah, it was a good game.
I won't call it the full good. I mean, come on. You're a sport analyst.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it was a good game because eventually they got to the final.
Eventually, a scrappy win eventually. What should have ended in...
You can just blame the fact that some of the things that happened shouldn't have happened. Yeah, like their defense. You're not going to say that their attack wasn't as...
When you concede 4 goals, you're not as good as... You're not so much far from one that concede 5 goals.
Now, the 2 teams are top teams when it comes to the world.
And especially goal scoring.
Yeah, if you're going to talk about the team that played badly in the 2, you're going to talk about France because they lost. Yeah. Now, you can only just blame the defense of Spain
for conceding so much.
For conceding.
Despite being in comfortable position.
Yeah, but it just shows that they cannot handle pressure. And I'm not going to be too harsh, because when you look at the 2 defenders there, Otsin, 20, and you look at Loknomor, who was the second CB before he was substituted. Yeah, he plays for Atletico Madrid. I think it's 29 years. So I expected, and that's one thing I like about the coach of Spain. He likes to mix experience and young player, but it didn't just work for him yesterday, and it was so sad that they conceded those goals. But you have to talk about the brilliance of, in quotes, Lamine Yamal. Yesterday, one of the best games, wearing the Spain jersey, and every ball he held was always moving forward. He never looks back, and he plays very, very fine football. You can't even predict what this young man... We've seen him against top left backs, and every time he has dazzled around them. So one of the best games. Pedri was also sensational in that game. Pedri, Oyarzabal, very fine number 9. Woodzo play is top. For the France players, fine, they scored 4 goals, but I didn't see the best of those guys.
I mean, you got Dembele, Mbappe. Classic.
Fine, they scored goals, but the only person that you can just give kudos is Cheki. When he came on board,
everything changed.
Everything changed.
Impactful.
Yeah, so that's for France. They played a fine football. I mean,
now let's talk about the boy.
Yeah.
How do you come out after a game like that? He actually posted something a while ago, Ballon d'Or. Is he being too childish? Do you think he's got to be cautioned? Like,
He's a child, first of all. When you're 17.
you don't win Ballon d'Or with a game.
Yeah, I understand that. But
Because if you look at this now, Bobola, look at it. In La Liga, he didn't win the Player of the Year.
who won it?
Rafinha.
Okay.
In the Champions League, he didn't win the Player of the Year. He didn't even win the Young Player of the Year in Champions League. Now you've got those how do I call them? Those ones to actually get one of them before you can be saying if your league cannot consider you the best player this year. How do you want the world to consider you as the best player?
Yeah, and
Or is there a way that can actually happen that you don't get to win those kind of awards and then you go win Ballon d'Or?
the best player in your league,
In
and
your league, even in your club, he's not the best player for Barcelona this year. I'm sure it's going to be Rafinha eventually.
yeah, I didn't see the comments of Lamine Yamal about the Ballon d'Or. Maybe if
You always want me to show you.
no, if I go on to check it, that's when I will
So
understand.
you still don't trust me yet?
When you don't like somebody, it's always so obvious, Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah, so Lamine Yamal, he's just a kid. Yeah. When I went back to what you told me the other time, because you showed me some comments, I think I had a change of thoughts, and maybe he should just calm down.
Calm down.
Yeah, because
He's a
even
fine, beautiful footballer.
Messi growing up to was humble, never speaks to the
Never.
media,
Even till tomorrow, Messi's too quiet.
and there's still way so many years ahead of him. But at the end of the day, I just see, just like I would say,
He's growing. He's following the path of Messi, but he's growing into Ronaldo kind of personality in the media.
yeah, but sometimes, yeah, I don't want to see it as maybe doing too much as a kid. Sometimes I see it as confidence. You know, when you know what you can do.
You know, but there has to be boundaries. You don't come out to talk about these kind of things openly. You let what you do on the pitch do the talking.
Yeah. But one funny thing about Yamal is he talks on the media, he talks on the pitch.
Nah, don't say that.
He talks on the pitch.
When you say talks on,
When-
for how many years now?
16, I mean,
You're
this
only
year,
seven, that's what I'm saying. You are only 17. Talk on the pitch means you've actually won some major
When-
trophies
see,
in your career.
I don't want us
You've
to
only won Euros and the domestic league that Barcelona have been winning for years. So he hasn't made any major landmark in his career. He should be calm.
I'm not just
saying.
looking at it from the title aspect. When I look at the way this man plays, eye test is what I see.
But this
When
is
he
not what
goes-
this is what we've seen before in football. I shared a clip yesterday, maybe because maybe I'll share with you too,
From
of Cristiano Ronaldo at his age.
17.
Better player, fine. I mean, maybe
17?
not 17, maybe 19.
That's 2 years above.
And I'm talking about times when football actually is not as it is now.
Don't try to compare it.
I don't want to go into the argument.
Now,
But
football is even more for me. I think
football
it's
is easier now, in my own opinion.
That's what you think, but I feel like football is now tactical.
It's not as complex as before.
It's tactical now.
That's what makes it easy now, because you've just got to follow what the coach says. Then you've got to use your own head and everything.
I have seen. I'm not trying to say that some of the guys in the 90s, like the likes of Fini Dijot, I've seen their Nigerian games. They don't. Fine, they can string 1, 2, 3 passes. They are talented players, but you can see a player just easily take on players. I mean, you can see Okocha just dazzled in the middle of the park. But right now, is restricted. The manager will tell you that don't do all of that. You can't do that. But sometimes it takes courage. These young players, like when you see that, there's some performance that you make that the coach themselves cannot tell you to not. You can't tell Lamine Yamal not to dribble because he knows how to do it. You understand? So that's why I just think about this young man. I don't think there's any player that has done it at 17 years. That's why I'm really, really confident about this young man. Well, let's just wait and see. Hopefully nothing of such happens to him, like injuries and all of it, because those are things that can kill the morale of a young man. But for me, that guy is just too brilliant.
Okay, before we go talk about some transfer stories and then we talk about the Super Eagles, because the game is still boring to me the way it's going.
It's a friendly game.
It's a friendly game and it's not supposed to be that boring. Now, let's talk about people are pitching him against Ronaldo now for the final. Fabrizio Romano is someone I respect a lot, but I feel like he's doing too much. You don't pitch a 17-year-old boy against a 40-year-old man. That's 23 years gap. He's saying on Sunday, Lamine Yamal versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, how is that even a thing to even bring to talk about?
First of all, Daniel,
Do you think that's the kind of pressure? I mean, because,
it's not pressure.
you feel like
It's what the media wants.
what the media wants.
Yeah. When you see Lamine Yamal, that's why we are talking about it today. If you didn't put it, you wouldn't talk about it.
I think that was a point I can't actually do anything against.
Yeah.
It's what the media wants. It's just for the show.
Yeah, so that's it.
Because I respect Cristiano Ronaldo a lot, and I feel like to pitch him against a 17-year-old kid would be disrespectful. But of course, I'll be rooting for Portugal, and I'm saying it now as a sports seer. Let me make it open. I shouldn't be saying this, but the power the power in my office as a sports seer, Portugal will win.
What did you call me last week? Sport Ogida.
Ogida Sports.
Whatever you said.
Ogida Sports.
Yeah, whatever you said, yeah. As the Ogida,
you know what Ogida Sports means?
Spain would win.
Ogida Sports is interpreted the butler of things. All right. Let's come talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The game is still going bored, and I don't know what's happening. But of course, it's a friendly game. As
Russia just scored.
Russia just scored.
Wow.
Woo! They're yet to score here. Yeah, Bola said, wow.
Yeah.
You just said, wow. Okay, I think the goal will load now. Russia just scored. I mean, if you're watching us, it's a goal. Oh, I shouldn't be celebrating. Russia just scored. You know, back in the days when you're watching and the commentator is running the commentary, and when they score the opposition team score, you hear, oh, it's a goal.
They don't scream it loud.
They don't scream it loud. Oh, it's a goal. Yeah, it's a goal. It came from the back, and oh my God. So, wow, that was a goal. Russia got in front. It was from the side. Very poor defense from that side. I mean, the Russian fans are celebrating. Bobola, did you see that?
Yeah.
We don't even know anybody here among these guys. They don't even have a name. And of course, they are in their territory. The cheer there will be immense. But if we want to go for the World Cup, these are the kind of games we should be winning.
Yeah, these are the games. I don't know why we are still talking about.
Look at the goal.
I don't know why
He came from the byline, and he was walking on the line. Who is that guy? He was just following him. And the game came through. My goodness, it was so easy.
Yeah, I don't know why we are talking about the World Cup. We can't, anyhow.
I still have faith. I don't want to watch. I don't want to have.
I don't want to be pessimistic, Daniel.
I
don't see Nigeria.
It's not about being pessimistic. It's about being hopeful. Pessimistic is not the word. It's being hopeful.
On paper, yeah.
We've got a 1% chance, and we have to hang on it. A 1% chance. Yes, we have to stay on that 1%. Like everything depends on it.
All right.
If you go about, okay, it's actually an own goal.
Yeah, Sami Ajayi.
Sami Ajayi is an own goal. 27th minute, Russia got in front through an own goal from, of course, Sami Ajayi. And the game is underway again. If you are praying for Nigeria, you have to pray harder now. Okay, let's talk transfers, Bobola. Your team is in the market and they are very busy. Manchester United.
Yeah.
We just heard a few minutes ago that Victor Gyökeres is also open to a move to come to Manchester United.
Yeah, reports flying.
No, it's actually now official on, credible now, because we can see it now through even Fabrizio Romano saying,
yeah,
it's happening.
As much as, the deal has not been done for me, I still consider it as report. Because if Gyökeres is coming to what's he coming to do exactly? Is he coming to build a team?
My goodness.
Yeah, is he coming to build a team?
You're beginning to sound like a very proud Man United fan now.
No, I'm
is it because you have Breno on the way and then you have Kunha?
No, what I'm trying to say is I'm considering his career. When you're 26, 27, you should be, and you've made so much of an exploit when it comes to goal scoring. You should be moving to a team that
can help you further.
That has that potential to not take you backwards, but to push you forward.
But didn't you think United are actually rebuilding very well now?
They are rebuilding, but right now, he doesn't need a rebuild. He has built himself.
He needs to find a place where he's just going to move on.
Yeah, so that's what thing, Gyökeres, you can't...
Why do I feel like you're in the spirit of an analyst tonight?
I've always been like that.
No. You've always been very biased. You've always been blinded by the love of one Yamal or Barcelona.
No, when it comes to Yamal, you
don't see clearly again.
It's two of us going head to head.
No, is there any player I'm pitching against Yamal? No. Have I ever mentioned any player I'm comparing with him? No. I'm just saying the boy talks too much. He's a young guy and he's not doing anything extraordinary yet. That's what I'm saying. So
let's go back to
let's go back to Man United. Didn't you think they're actually building right now?
Yeah, they are building. It's just one player that they've signed here.
Two. The second one is we've heard that they sent the second bid, 55
for
million.
Mbeumo. And it's not been agreed because they're demanding.
if they are going in so hard like this already,
But I think the key thing about Mbeumo's transfer is the player wants to play for United. So that's one.
And he wants his money as well.
Yeah, definitely. So
from 50 to 250.
Yeah, but talking about Eucharist, there are other teams in Europe right now that
who actually help
guarantee you play at the Champions League, because if you are 26 and you're not playing at the Champions League, and you're second after Mbappe when it comes to European goal.
The time is not on your side.
So, I mean, what are you doing? And you're in the market, everybody wants to buy you, and you're picking a United.
What style of play is this Nigerian player? What's that style of play is that?
So, I just think for Eucharist, he needs to rethink. Yeah, and there are two strikers already. There's Zegzi, there's Oiland, and I don't think United...
Simon Moses is entering there. Okay, I thought we were going to score a goal.
Yeah, so and when you look at these Zegzi and Oiland, I don't think any team in Europe would want to buy any of them right now. So it's going to be too clumsy at the front. If there's Mbeumo, there's Gyökeres, there's Cunha. Cunha can also play as a 9. So it's just going to be clumsy. At some point, you might think too many options, but it's just going to give headaches, because what if these guys cannot play from the left wing? Fine, Zegzi now can play from the wing, but it's not giving that wingers prowess right there. So it's just going to be a lot. For me, Gyökeres, there's Arsenal, there's Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea has got a guy right now.
Chelsea actually don't seem to be out for any big player now.
Yeah.
They want to grow into it. And
there's Liverpool that they can't put all their faith in. That
Liverpool and Chelsea seems to be. Yeah, I want to talk about this boy. I don't know if you've seen any game of his AKTK. I don't know if that's his name. From Frankfurt.
Frankfurt, yeah.
A lot of money they're asking about. They're asking for 100 million pounds, 100 million euros for the boy. Yeah. Do you think he's that kind of? Because I've seen I have to go watch some clips of the boy on YouTube, and I'm like, what's special about this boy? Liverpool and Chelsea are now about to go head to head to get the guy.
Well, 100 million. That's over.
I think that's one thing. Players are overpriced right now, because even Mbeumo shouldn't be going for 50.
Yeah. Mbeumo 50, 55. I mean, that's enough for Mbeumo.
For Mbeumo.
Well, you know one thing, when a big club is coming for you.
Remember when Chelsea signed Bernardo Torres for £50 million, a record signing that
year. Yeah, and but things have changed. A lot of things have changed. So ever since that Pogba to Manchester United 89 million, everything changed.
Yeah,
the dynamics when
then we saw Neymar about 200 million.
Yeah, moved from Barca to PSG. A lot of things have changed. And you see Enzo Fernandez, 100 million. So things have changed right there. But yeah, some of these players, they are not actually worth the money. You understand?
Yeah.
Look at Man City. They bought this fine midfielder, Tidjane Reina. Yeah, for 65. That's decent. That's one thing I like about Man City. They have what to pick.
They know how to do business.
They know how to do business. So
and I think it's a track Chelsea are following now. They don't overpay. If it is too much, they back out. Because Osimhen, everyone was like, he was going to go to Chelsea. And let's talk about Osimhen next. Yeah. Al Hilal backed out. They said they are no more interested. That the player his expectations are too high on wage. I mean, is that actually true that Osimhen will turn down 30 million euros a year? Is that too little?
Well, the reports I saw was Osimhen turned them down.
Yes, that's what I heard. That they backed out. Osimhen turned them down. That 30 million euros was a bit not the expectation.
That's from the Al Hilal. Maybe he's expecting so much from a Saudi club. A Saudi club.
Like a 50 million a year?
Yeah,
bro, Victor. He did go.
Yeah.
Man.
But then, Victor James Osimhen, I've said it. He doesn't have to go to Saudi right now. He can.
And now they say Galatasaray are in and pushing strong.
Yeah, if they can offer, because the money that they paid, that they are paying Victor James Osimhen in Galatasaray is the same amount of money he was being paid at Napoli. You understand? That was why they agreed the deal. That was Napoli right there. But if they can increase the offer, because it looks like Victor James Osimhen, it's just the money factor that is.
Adenike Anna said amen, amen, amen. Who are you saying amen to? Okay, I mean, maybe when I said they should be praying for the Super Eagles.
For Osimhen, I feel like it's just the money that is keeping him to it. And if you bring a good offer and there's good money, I think Victor James Osimhen will sign. Just good money, good project, and everything is going to go well. So it's all depending on the player. And I think for Osimhen, big player. Right now he's in the news. Everybody wants to talk about him. Everybody are talking about him. And he has performed to that level where he should be able to get a top club. Not Saudi for me. Explore Europe. Still Europe.
Why Saudi?
Champions League, play Champions
Maybe
League.
it's, I'm
Galatasaray now will be playing in the Champions League.
but
now,
how far are they going to go?
when you look at some of the players at Galatasaray, they might not win, no, but I mean,
Win what? Champions League? It's not that they might not, they will not.
Yeah, but they have good eyes. Now they are on the verge of signing this man, Leroy Sané. If they have Sané, they have Kadi, they have Morata.
Still doesn't make a thing.
They have
in the
Victor James
Champions League.
Osimhen. They have in the middle of the park Torreira.
I mean, people want to see Osimhen every weekend in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's where people want to see him. But now we don't have to just talk about watching him. His decisions too. We have to.
He has
talk
the right
about,
to do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, money factor, everything has to be talked about. So it's going to be a lot for the young man, but certainly I know that man to be a very strong man. So he has his decision already.
No, personally, I
understand. So
and
they
I feel
expect
like,
that if you are a player, you should.
We are also doing you a favor as
We are
well.
doing you a favor. So that is what they like to place above every other strike, above all of these players. But these players, I mean, all of these things matter. Not when you have a good season, then somebody's coming out to say your salary, you're going to be collecting maybe 80, 90, or 100. I mean, when you deserve that, when you deserve 200. Look at the initial saga with Chelsea Football Club. The money that was talked about, because the likes of Oshoala talked about it, I mean, just briefly, where she mentioned that the money that they offered, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So maybe they had offered him less than the amount he was collecting at Napoli. Yeah, you don't expect a player to do that when you're performing at the top level. So it's just a lot.
I mean, looking at this Russia game and seeing the way the fans are celebrating winning in the friendly in the 29, 36 minutes, they are celebrating a lot. It's like it's been a while since they actually see a game like this in their stadium.
Yeah, it's been a long.
Yeah, Russia actually, a lot of teams have, country have distanced themselves from them.
From them. So.
And it's a bold move from Nigeria.
A bold move from Nigeria.
Because to go play friendly away, who does that? Anyway, like the manager said,
when it gets to Russia,
you can't say no, right?
That's why we saw a lot of our players back out. Some said wedding, this one said burial, that
one said family issues.
One said injury. You play the game.
Someone is having burial right now. His mother's burial. What about you?
Yeah. So I'm just happy that they took that courage.
And to be honest with you, this game is not going well.
Yeah, it's not in favor of Nigeria. We can always dominate the likes of Jamaica, but not teams in Europe.
Who is this? All right, of course, the game is still going to continue in 37 minutes between Nigeria, of course, and Russia. And, of course, Nigeria are trying, but I don't think they are really trying enough. There are too many new faces right there, but we have not actually...
Dable Bashir.
I yet to see anything from Victor Boniface.
Yeah, we're yet to see anything from him. It doesn't look like the game is on Nigeria's side. Nigeria have been dominated right here. So if you're being dominated, how are you going
to see your striker?
So even when you're in possession of the ball, you might not see a striker. So, I mean, let's just cut him a slack.
All right. Now let's talk about, of course, gradually, let's talk about this important one as well. You know, when we come to decision has been made.
Yeah.
Angie is out.
Yeah, Ange Postecoglou is out. The news has been there for a very long time, even before the season ended. So it was just to be made official.
Seems to be very proud about what he has achieved.
Yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, nobody has done that in a while. Even the Grace, Kunde has been there.
Jose
Mourinho.
I mean,
Pochettino was there.
He should be proud of himself.
He should be proud of himself, and it's a good CV for him. Looking at the fact that he's been coaching in Australia for a long time, then he moved to Celtic, and ever since he joined Celtic,
I think he's going to go to the top.
Yeah, he's going to go to the top. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Been coaching in Australia, then moved to Celtic, and he did, I mean, winning the league. He won the League Cup. They won the league. So, and he stayed there for 3 seasons. And in Tottenham now, just 2 seasons, he won them a title in the last time they won was in the last 17 or 15 years. Yeah, 17 years. So. And for Ange Postecoglou, he seems to look like a matured coach because, I mean, the experiences counts for him. So if Ange is moving to a club, and there are so many clubs right now in Europe that are looking for a change, you're seeing Inter Milan, you're seeing this, you're seeing that. So why not? He can get a big club afterwards. And he has always said that he wins a title in the second season. So in that age, I think for Ange Postecoglou, any club he's going to right now, he can't get sacked at his first season. He'll probably have to wait for a second or third season because right now he has said that he wins title at his second season, which he has done at two clubs.
Which he has done. He can lay claim on that. And it actually, he did pen a very emotional, of course, message when reacting to his departure. He said, when I, of course, reflect on my time as a manager at Tottenham Hotspur, my overriding emotion is one of pride. Of course, he said the opportunity to lead one of the England's most historic football club and bring back the glory of they deserve. He went on to actually say, and finally, I want to thank those that were with me and thank everybody in the house. I mean, Danny Levy is one person. We know that to be very, very quick to fire manager. He fired Jose Mourinho just 2 days to a final. Now, finally, Danny Levy is doing it again. Ange is out. I don't think there's actually anything left for him to shoot.
Well, that's
Ange.
Ange.
I think he's done everything he could. The team is still not good, that's the truth.
He has tried his best, honestly. And
there's still problem in the team, a lot.
Yeah, there's still problem. And right now they've won the title that they've been hoping to win. So they need to calm down. They need to be humble.
Because they need rebuild now.
They need rebuild. So a lot of their players, maybe like the likes of Son, now they have done justice to that. Maybe they can leave, give room for growth in the team.
They need that.
Yeah, so a lot of things has to change in the side of Tottenham. You can't go on to finish 17th at the end of the league and you still claim to be a top 6 in the Premier League. So a lot has to change. Now they finally got in what they want. That's the title. I think they can use that one, like we always say in Nigeria, to hold body. So let them hold body now and rebuild the team and make Tottenham great again, like the time of the likes of Dele Alli.
Was that a save from Okoye?
Yeah.
Maduka?
Yeah, that was a save. Top save.
Wow, top save from Maduka Okoye. It would have been 2-0, but for the second minute, and Maduka Okoye came to rescue there. Still 1-0 Russia, of course, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And let's go back to class. Is there any more new comment? Where's everybody today? Angela Osho is not in class.
Yeah, today.
He has a thing for not making every other person to show up in class. We only have... we only have just 2 comments so far in class, and sometimes we will not be able to read through your own comment. Or is the network? Adenike Anna, thank you, and of course Arani Yaya, thank you. If you're there, of course, you can also drop your comments. And from there, let's talk about this man. I'll call him underrated. Marco Silva is now been linked with a move to Tottenham.
Yeah, Marco Silva, not bad. Yeah, the last stint I saw him with was with Everton.
I mean, he's the current Fulham manager.
Is it called? Yeah, current Fulham. Yeah, and you know one thing about this kind of manager, they are middle class. Let me put it like that.
Oh, come on. No, you always put people middle class because I feel there are 3 classes. There is the low class, the top class, and the world class.
You see one thing,
putting people in middle class is like just denying them of any credit. They are neither good nor bad.
No,
that's what you're saying.
Look at the teams that he's coached. He has coached Olympiacos, Hull City, Watford, Everton, Fulham. And when you look at it, it's not like he took them to El Dorado.
He's still top
but
manager.
He's been able to manage the sides, you understand? And right now...
Okay, what actually give this kind of guys, what give the likes of Arteta and Maresca hedge over this kind of guys is the fact that they've actually not got an opportunity to coach big teams.
Yeah, so let's wait and see if he's going to do fine.
Well, I think if he's a very fine one.
Decent, honestly. Honestly, he's a decent manager. I'm not even going to talk about that. But let me just say the teams that he's been able to coach, they are middle class teams. You've seen Everton, you've seen Fulham, who is we finished with 54 points with Fulham, and not too bad. If you look at the performance of Fulham, honestly, not a bad performance this season with Iwobi, Calvin Bassey, and some of those key players, Emmy Smith-Rowe. So I think for Marco Silva, if he's going to take the Tottenham job, it's going to be a huge job. Well, right now, I think they need a world-class, maybe not world-class, a top manager that can be able to at least manage this whole situation of some players leaving the club and taking Tottenham to where they used to be. We've seen Tottenham at the 2nd place with the likes of Dele Alli and Harry Kane. So they need a manager. Maybe it's going to be a lot shaky. Can Tottenham give him that opportunity to wait and see the changes? More than 1 season. Look at what happened with Ange Postecoglou, 2 seasons and he's off. Okay. Can Tottenham give him 1 season and allow him to rebuild? Even if they're going to finish 13th, 14th, are they going to give him that chance? So that's what I'm trying to say about this type of manager. But for me, it's decent. You understand? Fulham never goes off with the team and relegates them. So, yeah,
Exactly,
Everton.
that's another thing.
Yeah, Everton. It left them at 18, but it left them at 18th place. But they did not relegate that season. I think the manager that was called upon took them off relegation. That was the last time he coached Everton. But with Fulham, it was quite decent. You see their plays, the way they play against top clubs, they even give them very, very tough time right there. But it's big up to him. If he's eventually made manager, I think he can do justice with Tottenham. There's also Thomas Frank in the news with Brentford, the manager of Brentford. Those are the guys shuffling for it. There are not too many bright managers right now. The ones that we have right now are young ones that you just give them that slot and they take advantage of it, like Fabregas and Thiago Motta and some of these coaches, and they are not willing to be left away by their club. So these ones that we have around, the ones that we can rally around, the likes of Thomas Frank, those are the managers that can coach some of these teams. But it's all the best to Marco Silva if he eventually gets the job.
All right, of course, still on transfers. Players are moving, managers are moving. And right now, Liverpool, we just receiving reports that they are advancing into complete, of course, with deal in the next days. Here we go to be soon. I mean, you know that tone.
Yeah.
It's going to be very soon. Negotiations are in final stages with details being sorted. Then which we travel for medical plan confirmed.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about 120 million euros deal.
Well,
Is it worth that much? That's the
Florian
question.
Wirtz,
Yeah, 120.
the way they sign players right now is
understand.
crazy. Let me put it like that.
Because Liverpool are not in competition with anyone with this guy.
Yeah, but Florian Wirtz, 100 for me is decent. He's a fine player and he's young. Yeah, and he can play different positions. That's another thing. But 120 maybe is too much for that type of player. But Florian Wirtz,
But the question
I've
with
seen this guy
Liverpool
play. Is good.
Where do you put him in Liverpool? You've got McAllister, Soboslai.
Yeah, Soboslai at some point. When I watched Liverpool, he was on the bench. Yeah, he was on the bench for a while.
But you don't have these three players. You can't have these three players. It's going to be insane to put any one of them through, just putting them on the bench.
Now, maybe the manager is thinking of having a number 10. Now, for Soboslai, McAllister, they are not number 10. They are
I
not
think
great.
Soboslai is number 10.
He's not a creator. Let me put it like that. He's not a creator. He probably needs a creator right now, and that's what Florian Wirtz will give you. Florian Wirtz can also play from the left wing, and when you look at the position that he struggled with is number 9 and number 10. When Germany played against Portugal, he played as a false 9. That's seeing Florian Wirtz in different positions. So if he comes to the left-hand side, you see Luis Diaz, you see some of these players. They've not performed at top level, but I just think Florian Wirtz is going to be a fine signing. And, fine, just looking at the fact that where is he going to play? But the Premier League matches are 38 games. You need squad depth. You need to switch these players. What if Soboslai, they were able to escape injuries? What if they start the season and Salah is off? It's possible. Look at Rodri. He went off, and ever since confusion was in the camp of the Man City side. That's one of the problems that they had. So anything can happen. What if McAllister goes on a season-long injury? So they need some of these backups to help the team at the latter stage of the league, even the Champions League, and so many things coming up right there.
All right, so many things coming up, don't you know? Don't you know? It's a world of sport. It's football. It's tennis. It's everything. And don't worry, we'll be calling it a wrap on the show this evening, but don't you worry. Whatever happens between now and tomorrow, you will get it tomorrow at the Complete Sports segment. Of course, that'll be from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to be 2 complete hours talking about it. And by that time, we have a lot of things to talk about. So we'll be calling it a day on the show again today. I've got my wonderful brother to take you from 7 p.m. rather, to 8 p.m. on entertainment. And he's loaded. He's ready to go. And of course, it's on that note, I'll be saying thank you so much to everyone that has made it a success for us on the show, FCVA, and of course, my brother, Fortune, on the other side doing the magic. Thank you so much for being there. And of course, to my boss at the power sector, yes, Mr. Deshoyi Amos 33. Thank you so much for being there for us. And of course, to the general manager of this wonderful team. Talk about Eniola Afolabi, the sport marshal himself. Thank you so much for always being a good leader. And to our sport boss crew, sport crew's boss, SBC. That's finest. Adegoke Pretty the finest is not around today, but don't you worry about the thing. It's going to be here. Agidigba tomorrow to take calls in the complete sport. And so on that note, Bobola, tell them you're leaving, but not leaving.
Yeah, I'm not leaving yet. Because
how do you say I'm leaving without saying I'm leaving?
That's more or less like hold me away from home. But yeah, I'll still be on the other end for the.
I'm already seeing like the Bakari. So. I won't give you the gist. He's here to give you everything.
Yeah, so I'm going to be at the other end for entertainment scene. Yeah, but today, a lot of people were not in class today, which as well, let's just accept.
It's illegal. You get to know because this is the time when the meat drops.
Yeah, a lot of things are happening, but don't always touch the dial. We've got lots of entertaining and very good programs right here at Melody 100.7 FM. Daniel, thank you for having me today.
All right, thank you so much for having me too, Bobola, because there's no having me having you here. We do this together, and of course, from now on to the hour of 8 p.m., it's going to be entertainment with, of course, Akin Bobola Egonfemi. Yeah, I'm Bobola Egonfemi.
7 p.m.
From 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's going to be with Mobo Bola.
Not Mobo, is
the Ogida Sport.
Akin Bobola.
The Ogida Sport. Now the Ogida of entertainment is going to take you from there. Don't you turn the dial. It's Melody 100.7 FM. I'm yours, nice and faithful, Daniel Adeyemi. You can call me your sports seer. Say keep on loving sport and bye for now.
Radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference?
Your city, the station that brings real entertainment. Melody FM 100.7. Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 7 p.m.
Into music and sound.
Hey people, this is Aramide.
What's up? My name is J1.
Yo, my name is K-Switch. Center.
Credible right here.
Hey, yo, this is LKT.
Hey, football on, yeah. Hi, my name is Niniola.
Hi, Abasa Konde, the Paramount King of Music.
Yeah, one of my people, they call me Q-Dog.
It is your favorite boy, Sean Teaser.
It's your boy, Seriki Omogo.
And yo, it's your boy, Jide Crystal. And you're listening to Melody 100.7 FM. Don't touch that dial. It's absolute music on 100.
Don't go nowhere, because I love you.
Let's go.
Just tune to Melody 100.7 FM. Still cool with Melody.
Please enter your secret number.
Identifying
100.7.
Access granted.
Let's go.
You're about to witness entertainment, experience, and desire to rock a party like no other. Mind-blowing sound. Ladies and gentlemen, the party starts now.
Melody 100.7 FM.
pariwo mo ti ń jà.
If Dana wear my niggas, they gather. If you think I'm fapping me, you're right, I'm not in me. Or that go house after everything they pray. Oh, every day, sissy, usually Ramadan carry. Maybe do me anything I want. As soon as I have you,
Lale Ramadan, Shama Padi Lada Lada, Lale Ramadan, Bela Timashika, Lale Ramadan, Wassalam alaikum, alaikum wassalam.
All the girls they dance galala, but the students no cause casala. For this dance you don't do shagara. Oh yeah, like this, like that, to the yard, to the front, to the back, okay, what's in the plan? I have met all of your demands. Say you want to dance, you won't follow money from my band. Oh yes, scatter the ground, got the baddest they be taking down. When they see me around, they just scatter the dance like clown. Yeah, we jump up.
We are the newest in your city. The station that brings real entertainment. Melody FM 100.7 Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
Where you going? All the girls in the dance galala, all the students don't cause casala. For this dance you don't do shagara. To the yard, to the front, to the back, For this dance you don't do shagara. To the yard, to the front, to the back, She's
Yeah, for the early bets, I know while they started the streaming, I was dancing. Yeah, I was dancing so hard. Yeah, it just shows that, I mean, I've had chicken, rice, right here at Melody 100.7 FM. Naimat Olabisi, shout out to her. Obiria Aljana, she did justice to that. She brought rice, chicken, and everything for me, and I ate it before the show. And Daniel also did. It was right here. We ate it together, and we're both happy right now. So that was why I was dancing Skelew 11 years ago. That was when the song was released, and Top from Davido. Yeah. And I also played the Ramadan here at Tolibian, and I mean, just to appreciate our Muslim, our brothers and sisters, yeah, for the Ramadan going on right there. Yeah, this is another time to talk entertainment on Melody 100.7 FM. This is the cruise. Yeah, this is the cruise, and the cruise is divided into two segments here. The sports segment, which Daniel and I just finished from 6 to 7, and right now is the entertainment segment where I give you all of this gist. And right here in the gist, we have Kiss Daniel, we have Faust, a lot of people to talk about today, and also, I mean, funny comments made by people right there. It's just packed. It's just loaded. And yeah, I would be doing it alone today. I know it's currently not available. And Finest, yeah, my Oga at the top, you said, Bobola, I'll do this today. I'm enjoying you. Big ups to you. Pretty the Finest. Dig, okay. All right, I'm Akim Bobola. Egun Femi. Welcome aboard. Right, just like I always say, the entertainment thing is in two vibes. Yeah, we'll give you good music alongside this entertainment gist, and I don't only talk about them, I analyze them, give my opinion as to some of it. I mean, the one that concerns me, you know, when it gets to family, I may not want to, put my opinion right there, but yeah, the one that concerns me, the one that's fun, yeah, we get to talk about it. Yeah, we're currently live on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FF. You can go on there to drop some of your comments, some of your funny takes, some of these gist. I mean, analyze them and see from your own angle. Yeah, we're currently live on Facebook to go on to check some of these stories right there. All right, let's head back to the music before I give you some of this entertainment gist right there. I'm going to be giving you Ashake Basket. I love Ashake. I mean, just go on to listen to Ashake Basket right there. All right, just keep it locked at Melody 100.7 FM.
24. She be I tell them before me, they stop to defend the fall. She like, yeah, go, if they talk, be the rubber, I got the ball. Tell me what to do, I can't do. Me, I know skid that do. Tell me what to do, I know fian do. Then bad do my bad do. They are got a can do. Them small shut up and do. Walking poetry, I am great time. Walk over to Gaskia. Now Gaskia, what I love ya. Now one, no time for drama. Walking poetry, I am great time. Walk over to Gaskia.
We are the newest in your city. The station that brings real entertainment.
Ebenezer obey the commander. Capon, Capa the duty. I'm on one, what did you ginger? I'm guilty, that's my swag, the queue. I don't go up you, no it's hard to swallow the pew. Then I gym, then I hit me, though I kill. Shout out to my space, my mama, she be my queen. Oh, go, I love my mogo, I do Ugo, Dungo. I'm a call, the fuck up, Uloko, Omoko, Only Rocco, and Milo Moton, Fioko, yeah. All I saw me, pity too party, I too bad. You could feel I'm like all those too dry. I know the book, I be cool, never lose, can't catch the way we did do right. Studying me is I know no genre. Get many pages like songs and so on. All I know be come up, could you like to reach and turn up. 23, 24, she be I tell them before, but it's time to defend the fall. She like, yeah, go, if they don't, be the bumper, I got the fall. Tell me what to do, I can't do. Me, I know skid that do. Tell me what to do, I know fian do. Jen bad do, my bad do. They are got a can do. Them small shut up and do. Walking poetry, I am great time. Walk over to Gaskia. Now Gaskia, what I love ya. Now one, no time for drama. Walking poetry, I am great time. Walk over to Gaskia. Now Gaskia, what I love ya. Now one, no time for drama. El Chapo, Ebenezer obey the commander. Capon, Capa the duty. I'm on one, what did you ginger? I'm guilty, that's my swag, the queue. I don't go up you, no it's hard to swallow the pew.
All right, that was Basquiat about Ashake. Top boy, Ashake. It's been a while I've heard from Ashake. I mean, Ashake is not just a musician that I listen to, it's my brother. I call Ashake, I have that connect to talk to Ashake. So, Ashake, wherever you are, I mean, it's been a long time I've heard from you, and your music, just keep dropping those bangers. All right, let's head to the entertainment gist. We have our full today. Timaya is in the J staff. Fowles is also there. Just like I said earlier, Keith Daniel is also in the gist. All right, let's talk about this one. Let's talk about it. Timaya talking about the fact that it's easier to blow in music industry than in the latter stage. So for Timaya, he believes that right now it's easier for artists to blow. In quotes, so that was the word he used. He said it's easier for artists to blow right now than in the early 2000s. Now, he's talking about 2000 to 2010. Yeah, that's 2000 to 2010. He said it's easier for this artist. So this was what the young man said. He said, making music is easier for the new crop of musicians than in my time. Before, how do you want to blow? It's one person that has all the control. So that's what Timaya just said right now. He said, making music is easier for new crop of musicians than in my time, and it feels like it's just one person that has the total control. So he's trying to give a special shout out to the likes of the video, Olamide, Wizkid. Some of these artists, they came during the 2000 to the 2010. I know Wizkid popped out at 2009, the video, somewhere around that edge, right there. And those were the times that it started. I mean, if you ask me, what do I think about it? Yeah, I think, music is right now made more easier for these artists. Now there are streaming platforms. Now there are I mean, you can just go on to record a song with your phone, and I mean, boom, if it blows, yeah, anybody can give you kudos right there. But during the 2010s to the 2000s, there were bangers then, but some of these artists, according to them, they struggled. They really struggled. Some of them going to studio managers to at least believe in them and all of it. I mean, it took a long time for them to actually make that happen right there. But for Timaya, he has come out to say that it's easier now to blow. But now, those artists then, the likes in the 2000s, I know the likes of P Square, the likes of Timaya, Two-Face, I feel like right now they're struggling. I mean, if it's easier, why not drop songs that you are able? I mean, if you're able to do it in the 2000s, why not drop it right now? So I mean, it's two-sided, because right now it's all about talent. If your song no boom, nobody will listen to you. You get so then. I mean, if you never see landlord, yeah, anybody would listen to that, and everyone gave them kudos right there. But right now, if you drop that kind of song, I don't think I would be listening to it. But then, it is what it is. That's Timaya's opinion right there. All right, let's look at the story. Yeah, it's about Falz. Yeah, Falz is talking about religion right now. Yeah, for Falz, he has said that in his religion, fornication is not a sin. I mean, I don't understand that. Fornication is not a sin in his religion. Now, I don't think he's talking about Christianity and Muslim and every other religion that we know about. I think his religion is quite different. Let's go on to listen to what Falz has got to say about it. So Falz has maintained that fornication is not a sin in his religion. And this young man said that, this was what he said exactly, just to quote Falz right there. He said, I think people will read the tweets and just assume that I mean according to Christianity. So he said, I wasn't really speaking from that perspective. I practice the religion of love. Under the religion, I don't think fornication is a sin. Now, we have Christianity, we have Muslim, we have religion of love according to Falz right now. I don't understand. Maybe at some point people would have to switch to religion of love at this point in time. But Falz is just coming out to say he has his own religion. That's religion of love, and he doesn't think fornication is a sin. Yeah, but when you look at the two popular religions, yes, that's Christianity. For me, I mean, if you go on to check, I mean, some of the Bible quotes and also the Quran quotes, you would see that fornication is a sin. And now this is a different religion for Falz, the bad guy. So he further stated that because I looked at it, I strictly addressed the issue. Why are we not allowed to engage in this premarital intercourse? What's the issue? What does he offend? And who does he offend? Here it goes on to say that he said these are not married people. These are two unmarried people willingly, consensually. Personally, I don't think there's a problem there. I'm no longer a Christian. Oof. So Falz has boldly come out to say that it's not a Christian. Wow. So he said, I practice religion of love. Well, for Falz, don't want to talk too much about it because it involves religion. And for me, I think religion is more or less private. So it's all the best to Falz, the bad guy right there. Yeah, there's Christian for Falz, there's Muslim, and there's religion of love. It's all the best to Falz right there. All right, let's talk about another story, and this is talking about Nollywood stars right there. Lady Bakare, as she denies mocking Bobola Bayo over crashed marriage. Yeah, I remember I brought it to you about Bobola Bayo failed marriage. Yeah, it was high, and I knew that did that right there. But right now, a popular Nigerian actress, that's Lady Bakare, has denied shading her colleague Bobola Bayo over her failed marriage. Now she goes on to say on social media, all of us will eat breakfast. Asiko, Loma Yato, good morning people. She captioned the video. So a lot of people came out to say that why is she saying it when a colleague, that Bobola Bayo, just had a breakup with her husband. So she comes out to express that no, she's not talking about Bobola Bayo. She's just saying it. She's not talking to anybody. It's just coincidence. That's what this actress has said, Lady Bakare. So she said, please let us be guided. It's still June 5th. Yeah, it's not June 5th, it's 6th now. Yeah, but she's talking about yesterday in California, to be precise. I can never shade my own sister, Bobola Bayo. My prayers are with you. I didn't get any updates. I was busy with my daughter's graduation. Trolls are evil. So that's Laide Bakare talking about the situation. That so many people came out to say maybe she's shading our colleague, Biola Bayo, right there. And she's just using social media as a subtle jab to her. But right now, she has come out to say she's not talking to Biola Bayo, and she wishes her all the best. I mean, she calls her a sister, so I don't think there's any age between them. We should just calm down. This whole issue of social media and opinions, I mean, there are reports though, but I mean, just don't come out to say certain things about people. Don't misquote people, because I don't think that's really, really nice. It's all the best to Laida Bakare and also Biola Bayo as she enjoys a single life right there. All right, and let's head back to the music as I give you good music as we continue the entertainment scene on the cruise on Melody 100.7 FM.
And I don't want to be bothered, but I want to know if you show me if I come body. Baby go say you be totally. Me I don't want to be bothered, but I want to know if you show me. One day if you see the mama, a royal majesty, pick you a fine like this. So I posted with me. Promise to kiss you before you wake up. Love you without the makeup. Baby, don't break up. I touch down before the takeoff. Yeah. Luckily for me, you know my be. They say I take you personal. I know if you disagree. I'm gonna confirm be if you check out. True talk, I know they run scam. I'm Joe from my area, so I go like give you your own crown. Yeah. Luckily for me, you too sabi. They say I want to take you personal. I know if you disagree. One day if you see me, mama, a royal majesty, we can find like this. So what's with me? One day if you see me, mama, a royal majesty, we can find like this. So what's with me?
Station that brings real entertainment. Melody FM 100.7 Ibadan. Still cool with Melody.
you want to marry a musician of all the people in the world. Money has been spent on quality education. And you want to marry a musician, a womanizer, they smoke in their hemp, carry women all around town. That is who you want to marry.
But Daddy, I love him now.
Love.
Wake up, love you, hold me down, wake up, kiss you, without wake up.
Seconds I do pass, waiting be your compass. Fly you around the world, Maldives Santorini. Why you find Versace? I love you, you're my key. Even if now I'm granted, I go still love you by one day. From the bomber to bomber, I go be your defender. When I lose my breath, baby, would you be my healer? Too many things I don't realize. When I put you on, you fantasize. You be my only lover. When I'm with you, I'm alive. You're my like Babu. But you still love me like this. Even if not taboo, you still want me like boo. Oh, my Cinderella, go to Maro. I be your umbrella, be your umbrella. Hippa, 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 hippa.
She likes different currency. Me, I get her man, I go dash. I know say you need them pass. I won't fly you go Mexico. I won't buy you your shanties. I won't do big things for you. I won't do many things for you. Follow bumper to bumper, and I go be your defender. I don't want travel, baby. Me and you go Barcelona. Just like this.
All right, that was Nas Boy, yeah, Umbrella, and Peruzzi Majesty. I'm sure you're enjoying the songs. I mean, this is a drive time song, and I know that some of you are coming from your friend's house and you're in a car listening to this music, and I'm sure I'm keeping you calm here in your car. Yeah, that's the importance of the songs. As I give you this entertainment, I would give you songs, to enjoy with these stories right there. All right, so let's talk about this one and talk about Kiss Daniel. Yeah, Kiss Daniel has hinted on retirement. For fans of Keith Daniel, I remember that song, Feel the Mama. Keith Daniel is just so good. It doesn't have a bad song. It doesn't have any bad song. Every song he drop is a bang. And that's one of the things I love about Keith Daniel. Every of the songs are just one very interesting. Family, kids, parents would want to listen to it. No bad words in it. And he drops it. It's always a banger. It's always a banger. Topping charts right there. And now, Keith Daniel has announced break from recording. And yes, the reason why he wants to focus on his family. I have said it before, these celebrities, they have families to take care of. They have people that are looking up to them. Some of us would drop comments and we just think it doesn't affect them. But right now, for Keith Daniel, he said he might stop recording, he might stop singing to focus on family. Yeah, so the singer who is teasing another EP, Orange Chase, barely a week after releasing his latest EP, Lemon Chase, explained that he's releasing music in quick succession because he has over 600 songs he wants to release before bowing out of music scene. Now, shortly after he announced the lineup of guest artists on his upcoming EP, Orange Chase on X, a fan wrote, Vadu, that's his older name, won't finish us with overfeeding. Yeah, so the fan is trying to say that Vado keeps dropping songs. Yeah, why is he dropping songs? He's trying to finish his listeners, with a lot of songs. So that's what the fan is trying to say right there. So Keith Daniel responded to him and said, I have over 600 songs I want to dish out before I hang boots, in quotes. Yeah, hang boots, just like footballers would do right there. And in another post, the singer announced that he's taking a break from recording to focus on his family. He wrote, no more recording for me, just enjoying life like it should be. My family don't diss me, say, I choose studio over them, I'm changing. Well, I don't think Keith Daniel has said it in full that he would be dropping recordings and he would stop singing. Yeah, just like the headline says. But he's just trying to say that he wants to balance music alongside his family because he's got a family, a beautiful wife, and I'm certain he has a kid right there that's taken care of. And not just the nuclear family, extended family, because a lot of people would be depending on Keith Daniel. So I understand the point of view at which Keith Daniel is coming from. But for somebody that likes Keith Daniel, please don't retire right now. I love your music. I enjoy your music. And when it comes to breaks, when it comes to moments where you would want to go for a party, Keith Daniel's song is always that top song where you just enjoy good music. So for fans of Keith Daniel, one of them is Bobola, and he's saying, please don't quit music. I know one particular day he would want to do it because maybe age and sometimes the season is not just going to be in your favor because there are going to be young lads that will be coming up. Maybe at that point in time you can take a break, but not now that we are enjoying your music right there. Big ups to Keith Daniel. All right, there. And let's add to this story. Yeah, it's quite complicated. It's about the Okoye brothers, and they've been in the news, and it shows that both brothers, that's Peter Okoye and Paul Okoye, popularly known as P-Square, they're not in good time alongside their brother, that's their elder brother, Jude Okoye, who used to be their manager right then, and this time Cynthia Morgan, has come out to say that she doesn't want to be in all of these scenes because one of them, that's Peter Okoye, called her out. Now, he didn't just call her out, he just mentioned her name in a particular comment, and for Cynthia Morgan, she said she doesn't want to be involved, that they should just keep her name out of it. And for Cynthia Morgan, it's been a long time. Cynthia Morgan has dropped a jam. In the early days, she used to drop songs and I listened to her and enjoy her songs. But right now, it seems it's a town or different for Baba Blue. For this lady, that's Cynthia Morgan. So this was how she expressed her frustration. Yeah, she said exactly what I was talking about. All right, it was Peter Okoye talking, So he brought Cynthia Morgan and Maydi. So Peter Okoye, this was what he said exactly to bring in Cynthia Morgan in it. So he said exactly what I was talking about. Their publicists doing everything to make me look like a liar. I'm not Mehdi or Cynthia Morgan. I'm Peter Okoye, the one and only rock of the Okoyes. The truth shall prevail. That's what Peter Okoye said, and he captioned it with, in a thief, Abi una no thief, family does not steal from family. Now he's talking to his brother alongside his elder brother, that's Jude Okoye right there, and reacting to the post on Instagram. Cynthia Morgan said, I have mixed feeling about my name popping up like this. I'm not a weak person. A certain family made it look so. Peter P Square, wow, she tagged him, included, until you found out what they were doing to you two. Now me listening to Unasha. So for Cynthia Morgan, she's saying she doesn't want to be in all of this family brouhaha with the likes of Paul, Peter, and Jude Okoye. They should settle that matter and not put a name in it. Maybe we should be expecting comments from Mehdi right there, because from Mehdi, it was also mentioned. It was not just Cynthia Morgan. Mehdi was also mentioned. Hopefully, I don't think they can resolve the family issue. Just to chip in, it's been lacking for days, for months, even for years. And right now, maybe because they are not in the scene anymore, no one talks about the Okoye brothers right now. Maybe that's why they are doing all of this saga. That's why all of this saga is popping up right there. But then, it's all the best of the family. It's internal crisis, like I would always say, and they would have to settle it among themselves. And days of P Square and Mr. Mehdi, hopefully we get to see songs like that again. But the era has changed, and we've started to see young fellas drop good music, solemn, calm, and not then that we're always dancing to them P Square. But yeah, it's still very much appreciated. People would love to listen to P Square right now, because I mean they always give good dancing vibes. Yeah, good dancing vibes, I would say. And one of them is also a very great dancer. I remember always trying to copy his style of dancing when I was much more younger. But you know what? It's all the best to the Okoye brothers, Jude, Peter, and Paul. Yeah, I hope they settle their matter right there. All right, let's head back to the music. Yeah, just like I do it. Give you good music alongside good entertainment. Just let's head back to the music and let me play you good music as you stay locked on Melody 100.7 FM. Yeah, for good entertainment gist right there.
you get my way. If you buy infinity, would you buy for me? When I make activity, would you come for me? Step into the light and let me see your face. See your face. Come true. Yeah, cherish you. I stand for you. I won't lie to you. That I feel like for you. In the night, that I'm down for you. Talk to me, oh mama. Free, oh, but long, so many by your intro. Baby, oh, that's a good find it from you. Oh, that's a good find it from you. Oh, that's a good find it from you. Sure, yes. She will come for me. She will come for me.
Charlie Pop, small body, big head, you see. Small boy with big money, small boy with big money, Mr. Charlie, see. Small body, big head, you see. Small boy with big money, small boy with big money, come on, now let it go. Come on, now let it go. Come on. Mr. Charlie, see. Small boy with big head, small boy with big money, small boy with big money, Mr. Charlie, see. Small boy with big head, small boy with big money, small boy with big money,
right, that was Over Pluto by Charlie Poppy and also Keith Daniel, Mama. I'm certain most of you remember that particular song right there from Chris Daniel. And yeah, just update from the Nigerian game. Nigeria scored 71 minutes. Tolu Arokodare, he was the one that got the goal for Nigeria against Russia. So it's 1-1 from that scene. All right, let's head back to the entertainment scene and talk about some of these good songs that we have for you some of these entertainment stories we've got for you right there. All right, so let's talk about this one from Lord Lamba. He has come out to say that a lot of Nigerian celebrities don't stay up to 2 weeks in the US. Now, for Lord Lamba, he has explained that Nigerian celebrities and content creators don't stay more than 2 weeks in the USA. Yeah, the content creator who's currently in the USA lamented over endless and expensive bills there. And he has come out to say that he noted that while some celebrities are being paid in dollars, so also is the bills in dollars, and they are being ceaseless. So that's what Lord Lamba said. He explained that is why a lot of celebrities run back home after spending 2 weeks with so many bills. He dared any one of them to come and spend 6 months and see if they wouldn't go broke. Well, just to quote Lord Lamba, he said, "Have you wondered why your celebrities will come to the United States? 2 weeks, they are back home. You go pay bills. You think it is Nigerian bills? You go pay bills broke. The bills is in dollars. I dare any content creator to come and stay in the USA for 6 months. If you no go broke, make I bend." And some Nigerians have come out to give their opinions about it. Yeah, he said, this is Bara Fali. He says, you talk about bills like you don't make money there. I mean, those are the comments there. We no go, no. I spend over 20 million monthly, and that's in the low end, and I know be celeb. That's somebody from the USA talking about it and giving our opinion, because our name is creator here right there. So she says, I spend over 20 million monthly, and that's in the low end, and I know be celebrity. Imagine celeb expenses. Them no fee ever live here, no be lie. So that's what she's trying to say right there. Well, it's all the best, Lord Lamba. Well, if it's expensive, come to Nigeria now. I mean, there's no stress here. Although some things are expensive, a lot of things are expensive when you go to the market. But maybe just for the middle class. I don't think celebrities would find it expensive right there. All right, let's talk about this one here that has to do with Ashake. Yeah, Ashake has hinted on a new album. He has revealed that he wants to drop a new album. And you know Ashake's album now, top. Just like Olamide said, from lyrically to shocky to fair joke. Yeah, so for Ashake, he's always dropped good music. Lungu Boy, Work of Art. I love Work of Art. My goodness, 2023, that song, it was all about Ashake right there. Mr. Money with a Vibe, 2022. Those were the albums, Mr. Ashake, Mr. Money. Yeah, like some people would call him. Yeah, I've dropped right there. Now he's hinted on a new album that is set to drop. Yeah, and he calls the fourth a studio album, Money. And now remember, Ashake is no longer with Olamide. So he's left YBNL and is alone right now. So it's all the best. Some people said for Ashake, maybe it's not going to be blown like the way he was with Olamide, but I trust Ashake. A lot of people like his music. I love Ashake's music. I mean, it fuses Yoruba with English, with everything, and it's not always bad. In an album, 9 of the songs I can guarantee, I mean, would be mind-blowing from Ashake. Yeah, all right, let's leave Ashake and talk about this one. Yeah, it's quite funny, as a woman caught faking miscarriage by placing chicken in box as deceased baby. Wow. So she was exposed for faking a pregnancy and miscarriage, placing a dressed chicken inside a box and falsely claiming it was a deceased baby. And guess where you're going to see the gist? TikTok. Yeah, so that was where, I mean, the video surfaced, and according to the post, the woman alleged conspired with doctors to fake a 6-month pregnancy. When asked to show the miscarried baby, she presented a sealed box claiming it contained the child. However, when a mother-in-law insisted on seeing the baby, the box was opened, revealing a chicken dressed to resemble a newborn, complete with a cap covering its head. The revelation stunned many, as the chicken was was purchased for 7,000 francs. So it wasn't in Nigeria and carefully disguised to pass off as a baby. So that video that surfaced wasn't in Nigeria. Yeah. So, I mean, trust Nigerians. I don't think we can do that. Yeah, bragging rights at this point in time. All right, let's go to the entertainment. And as we sign off right there, as DDG announces plans to buy a house in Nigeria amidst child custody battle with baby mama Ali. Remember these young guys that were at the streaming academy, like it was called, by Kai Senat. It was organized by Kai Senat. It became so popular during that scene as this particular rapper, that's the US rapper DDG, announces plans to buy a house in Nigeria. Nigeria is widely open for you guys. Come and build houses right there. Let's get on to see you. Let's bring you to Melody 100.7 and ask you about the experiences at the streaming academy right there. So it's all the best to DDG as he plans on buying a house in Nigeria right there. All right, there's no time anymore. It's time to sign out. Big ups to Daniel Adeyemi, who's right beside me, doing justice to the student management here. Yeah, we're on the first segment of the cruise where we talked about sports and we gave you updates about the Nigerian game, but it was just 1 hour and the game continued. That's why I'm giving you an update on the game. It's right now in the 90th minute and it's still 1-1. Goals from two Nigerians, Semi Ajayi own goal from him and Tolu Arukodare, who came off the bench for Victor Boniface, and he scored the goal. And Oluwasegun, he came on in the 76th minute. He applies a straight in Russia for Krasnodar. A big ups to him right there. All right, big ups to Fortune, which right there at the streaming. If you see me on Facebook and on YouTube, it's cause of that man, Fortune. Big ups to him right there. And engineer Adetoro, who is at the engineering department. I mean, that's why there's light right here at Melody 100.7 FM. I mean, big ups to engineer Adetoro and also Samson Moses and everyone right there in the engineering. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to some of my songs and good entertainment just that I've brought to you right here. Big ups to Pretty the Finest Adegoke, the head of programs, and he said, Bobola, you can do this, and he gave me the privilege to do this. I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much. And to the GM, Eniola Afolabi, a big up to you, sir. Yeah, your boy is doing well right there. All right, it's time to go. Akim Bobola, Egon Femi. Enjoy your Ramadan. It's towards the end, yeah, it's towards the end, but still enjoy some of those meats that some of your Muslim friends will be bringing right there. Good evening.
Lale Ramadan, Shama Padi Lada Lada, Lale Ramadan, Ibola Timashu, Lale Ramadan, Assalamu alaikum.